Mazuma TV, just woke up, back with some more boxing. All right, guys, this has been something that I was gonna talk about a couple days ago, but I really haven't had the time to do so. So fuck it, let's talk about it now. Now, I like to go on BoxRec a lot. I like to see what. I mean, if you're a boxing fan, you do go on BoxRec often. You know what I'm saying? You like to see the opponents that top stars are facing, who they beat, how much they weigh in, um, little shit like that. And if you like to look back on history of boxing, then you like to look at the old fighters you weren't able to watch. So BoxRec is a real like is a really good resource when trying to sharpen up on your boxing knowledge. Now, when I was looking at the heavyweight division, because I like to look at the pound for pound list, and I like to look at each division to see who's ranked first or in the top five in general by BoxRec. And I've seen that Luis Ortiz is ranked number one in the entire heavyweight division. And when I saw that, I really didn't know how to feel about it because if you know Luis Ortiz, okay, the first time I really paid it, I always heard his name, but the first time I ever seen the guy fight was when he fought that one fat white guy on HBO. I forgot what the fuck his name was, but he slumped him, like he completely knocked him out. I think his name, I think that's his name right here. His name's like Mateus Ariel Vidando or some shit like that. But yeah, that's him, Mateus Ariel Vidando. Sorry for fucking up his name, but it is what it is. Um, Luis Ortiz slumped him, and when I seen how the way he jumped over the entire ropes, all three ropes, the motherfucker jumped over, and I seen he was huge. So I was like, damn, this got to be one athletic motherfucker, man. Like the way he was able to do that shit, I was like, yo, a lot of big people can't do that. So I was like, okay, like he already got my attention from the jump. And then when he started getting on his toes when he was fighting, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, this guy's a fucking monster. And he showed that a lot, even in the Brian Jennings fight. Shout out to Brian Jennings, Philadelphia fighter. But he made easy work out of Brian Jennings too. So he definitely caught my attention. Pretty big guy. Um, he comes in weighing in like 240, 242. You know what I'm saying? He's been coming in heavier as of recently because usually I'm looking at BoxRec right now. There was one time where he came in 217 in 2012, and now he's like 242. So shit like that. Um, like I said, pretty big heavyweight. Um, but the thing is, with those opponents he has beat, there's three fighters he fought consecutively that are okay. Brian Jennings is pretty good. He TKO'd Spielka, and he got that split decision with fucking damn. I watched the fight though. Who did he get that split decision against? The guy Mike Perez. I think Mike Perez was Robert Garcia's gym. I think he was a Cuban fighter as well. He split decision to him. So Brian Jennings was making some noise, but he hasn't fought since Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz hit that guy with a nasty ass uppercut, put him down. He didn't, and he finished him off. But then now he fought Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson's a vet in the heavyweight division. If y'all guys don't know, was definitely making some noise back in his prime, but he's kind of washed up. I think he beat David Price or whatever, but you know he's. It's needless to say that he's far from his prime. Then he fought Malik Scott. Now, me personally, I don't respect Malik Scott. He's a Philadelphia fighter. I think I think he's taken a couple dives in his career, specifically with Deontay Wilder, and I think Chisora. I think it was Chisora that he took a dive against. But besides all of that, man, I really don't personally respect. Um, yeah, it was Chisora. I really don't respect him personally. So I'm not taking away any credit from Luis Ortiz. He's getting in the ring and he's fighting, and he's supposed to fight David Allen. The man only has 11 fights. Um, and it's gonna be an 8 rounder. So I don't know what the fuck Luis Ortiz is doing. And because of all of this, I don't understand why he's number one on the heavyweight rankings. Like, can somebody explain that to me in the comment section? I need to know why this guy is number one. I really don't know why. I think Deontay Wilder has faced better opposition. You know what I'm saying? And I think Anthony Joshua has faced better opposition. I think Dillian White is a better opponent than a lot of people on Luis Ortiz's resume. You know what I'm saying? I think Dominique Brazil would have been a bigger challenge than a Malik Scott. That's just how I feel. I personally believe this. And Deontay Wilder, um, I think Bermane Stavern is a harder challenge than a fucking David Allen. So it just is what it is, man. I really don't understand that. Can somebody explain to me why Luis Ortiz is number one? The man, oh yeah, and this man doesn't even have a belt. I think he had the WBA interim title, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I think either he was stripped or he relinquished it. I don't know what happened with that because he's not even fighting with the belt under his name anymore. The last time he fought with that belt was when he fought Brian Jennings. Then when he fought Tony Thompson, that belt wasn't on the line. So I don't know what's going on, you know. Uh, and then he fought Malik Scott for the vacant WBA Intercontinental, like little dumbass little belts like that. The man doesn't even have a legitimate belt. I wouldn't say it's necessarily his fault, but he's not champion. I don't see how he's number one. Not he's nowhere near undisputed champion. He hasn't faced a A-level B plus fighter yet, in my personal opinion. But y'all guys, let me know what you guys think. If y'all disagree, let me know why. This is Mazuma TV, and we out here.